Hello, friends. Can you hear the thunder rumbling in tonight's sky? Lightning flashing at your window? Today, I've brought you 3 true stories that happened on thunderstorm nights. These stories will make your heartbeat race, and you won't be able to stop until the very end. First story: a lone girl in an abandoned house named Rhea. Storm outside, something unseen inside. Second story: a family's car, stuck on a dark road. But that road was empty, except for that shadow. Third story: a hospital corridor, where lightning reveals shadows of the dead moving. Subscribe now, hit the bell icon, and turn off the lights, because the stories are starting. Story 1. This happened in July 2018. Rhea, a 25-year-old single girl, came to her grandfather's old house in a small village near Kolkata. Outside, a terrifying storm. Power was out. Rhea's phone battery at 5%. Rhea said, "I thought this house has been empty for 30 years, but tonight, I feel scared for some reason." Rhea was making tea in the kitchen. Suddenly, footsteps from upstairs. Thud, thud, thud. She thought it was the wind, but the sound was slowly coming down. Rhea turned on her phone flashlight, looked at the stairs. Nothing there, but the sound continued. She ran and locked the door. Lightning flashed outside. Light hit the window, and in that light, a shadow standing outside the window. Rhea screamed, "Who are you? Get away!" The shadow smiled. No sound, but Rhea saw a smile on its face. Rhea tried calling the police, but no network. Suddenly, knocking on the door. Thump, thump, thump. Rhea leaned against the wall, holding an iron rod. The sound stopped. 10 minutes of silence. Rhea thought it was over, but breathing behind her, she turned. No one there, but on the floor, wet footprints coming straight toward her. Rhea screamed and ran. She locked herself in the bathroom. Outside, tap, tap, tap. Fingers on the door. "Rhea, it's your grandpa. Open the door." Rhea's grandpa died 15 years ago. What was this? Morning came. Storm stopped. Rhea left the house, but on her phone, a voice message: "Rhea, stay safe. I'll come again." Grandpa, police investigated. The house was truly abandoned, but they found 3 sets of wet footprints on the floor, like 3 people had been there. Rhea never goes back to that village. That wasn't the end. The next story is even scarier. A family stuck on a dark road. But what was chasing their car? Wasn't human. Let's begin. Story 2, October 2020. Rajesh, his wife Priya, and 8-year-old son Arjun, driving from Delhi to Kolkata midnight. Fierce thunderstorm. Suddenly, tire puncture. Rajesh said, "Don't worry, I'll fix it." They stopped on the roadside. Pitch black darkness all around. No other cars. Arjun suddenly said, "Dad, look, there's a man standing there." Rajesh looked. Across the road, a tall shadow, holding something in its hand. The shadow waved its hand, like asking for help. Priya said, "Don't go, Rajesh. I'm scared." But Arjun started crying. Rajesh went. He got close. No one there, just wet footprints on the road, coming toward their car. Pause. 2 seconds. Rajesh ran back, started the car, but rear view mirror, that shadow standing there. Car wouldn't start. Battery dead. Suddenly, thud on the car roof. Thump! Arjun screamed. "It's climbing on our roof!" Rajesh honked. Suddenly, a truck came. They signaled. Truck stopped. Driver said, "You're lucky. 5 years ago, an accident happened here. A man died. Since then, he chases cars." Truck towed their car. They reached Kolkata. But on Arjun's phone, a photo, that shadow. Behind their car, police checked records. True, 5 years ago a man died there during a tire puncture. Second story over. Now the third, the scariest one, a hospital where lightning brings the dead back. Story 3, March 2022. Dr. Soumya on night shift at NCB Hospital, Kolkata. Outside, dark stormy clouds. Generator running. Soumya said, "Few patients tonight. Just 3 in ICU at 2 a.m. Lights flickered. Soumya went to the corridor. Suddenly, a stretcher moved by itself. He thought it was wind, but the stretcher was empty. Soumya called the nurse. Nurse said, "Sir, 10 years ago there was a fire in this ward. 20 people died." Lightning flashed. Light filled the corridor. 20 shadows standing there. Soumya's camera captured. They were walking toward him. Soumya ran, but the door was locked. Behind him, footsteps. "Soumya, why did you leave us?" Soumya screamed. Generator shut off. Entire hospital in darkness. Suddenly, a hand on his shoulder. Morning came. Soumya survived, but on his camera, 20 faces, smiling. Investigation revealed. Soumya was in that ward on the fire day, and he couldn't save one patient. Friends, those were 3 true thunderstorm horrors. Which one scared you the most? Comment below, like, share, subscribe, plus bell. More scary stories in the next video. Have a good night, but keep your windows closed. Bye.